coming with a force. Yeah. Yeah. Work, 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 work. See me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a la, 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 la. In the girl, say murder, da, da, da. Try me, I deserve it. That's a dog you lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 5, Episode 11, okay? And can I tell you something? This episode, Martell really had a bunch of hope that he shouldn't have, okay? Y'all, that whole destined scene and whatnot of them being together as a family, I have mixed feelings about that. Number one, I think it's important for them to get the kids together for sure. But I think that Martell, in his narcissistic mind, he really thinks that this is somehow a way for him to take she give him an inch and he trying to take a mile. And that's exactly what she was afraid of happening. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So moving on, starting with the beginning. Stormy is doing a photo shoot for Canvas Beauty and Tiffany is modeling. And Mel comes through the photo shoot and they all chatted up, okay? Tiffany asks Mel how she's doing since the peace party and Mel says she's good. And then she turns to Stormy and compliments Stormy on how she did so well with it. I don't know if y'all paid attention or y'all noticed, but Mel was kind of throwing Miss Tiffy some shade. Like she was looking at her like, I know you about to try me. And I'm just cut you right on off before you try it. I don't know if y'all read that as much as I did, but Mel wasn't seeing it for Tiffany in that scene because Tiffany kept doing, trying to be shady. And I think Mel was more like, yeah, I see what you're doing and I raised you. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not about to be over here entertaining any of your foolishness today. I'm gonna keep directing this conversation to Stormy because I really have a sense that you're trying to try me, okay? And she wasn't playing with Tiffany this episode, okay? Not never. So this Stormy asked, well, what did Mel said, hold on, wait, where am I going? Mel says it was so great. Destiny invited her to a photo shoot and everything, even after the event, because of the event that Stormy had was so good. So she decided to go to the photo shoot and support her. And, Stormy and Tiffany assumed because she went to the photo shoot that now they're friends again. So Tiffany was like, yeah, so you guys are friends again now, right? Why would you assume that? That doesn't mean that they're besties. And I agree with Mel. She's like, people have to stop thinking that because I go and support somebody or whatever, that means that now we're besties or we're going to get back to where we were. We don't have to be friends in order for us to coexist. And I get that. It's so many people I have cut off and we will not be friends anymore, that if we're in a space of community space, I can be nice to you. But I think that Mel, due to their previous friendship, she gave her enough grace for her to come to an event that she was having by herself so that they can have a conversation, because she probably felt that now cooler heads can prevail. Because Destiny, let's face it, is a hothead. She gets mad over stupid shit. Don't nobody have time to be dealing with that. Nobody wants to be friends with somebody like that. It's very annoying. And it's like, you know what? When you establish peace in your life and you don't want to be around any negative energy, you're going to cut those types of people off. And we all know that was just a scene to be filmed, her going over there to meet with Destiny. It wasn't I'm sure we trying to have a kumbaya moment and we about to try to be friends again. Destiny does people dirty, and it is what it is. You've been talking about Mel behind her back. You going and telling her business to Martell. Then you done teamed up with Tisha, knowing good and damn well that Mel don't fool with damn Tisha, because Tisha was constantly trying to air out the fact that Martell was cheating on her since they came on this show. Tisha ain't never been Melody's friend, and you know that if you are close to her, and then you're going to go and form an alliance with her. Why would I be your friend? You are a trifling bitch. Seriously. So you better be glad I even put 10 toes down in any photo shoot that you're doing after all the stuff that I didn't heard you doing. And that's on period. And Tiffany, you need to sit over here and mind your business because you 2 seconds from getting the pink slip if you ain't already got it. I'm just saying, from the limited scenes that you've been doing, sis, you might not want to try to start some shit with Mel right now. Because it seems like that's exactly what you was trying to do by making that comment to my, oh, so you guys are besties again. You are really, you are something else. You are something else. Okay. So moving on. Mel also discusses, she says basically people need to find some normalcy and not being friends again. So Mel says no, they were just being cordial. This doesn't mean that she's going to be friends with her. People do too much, making it seem you have to be friends with people and it's okay to cut them off. Moving on. Mel discusses normalcy for the kids and the trip to Destin and how she invited Martell and his mom. And Stormy and Tiffany said, wow, that's a big deal. And Tiffany thinks it's a good idea, but Stormy wonders if that's going to confuse the kids. Mel says she's at peace and happy in her life. So all the stuff that Martell has done and tried to bother her in the past, and she feels like she's being the bigger person by inviting him, and he's been doing better with all the petty stuff that he was doing, and they're moving forward nicely. So she's trying to just extend an olive branch, basically. And Mel says she will have a conversation with the kids to let them know the trip is not a way for them to get back together, but yet it's just a way for them to all coexist as a family and do something for them. Okay. And she's like, my kids are very smart. They understand what's going on. And I'm going to have a conversation with them and explain it. And she says she hopes Martell doesn't use this trip as a way to be extra. And Mel was given, Mel was giving Tiffany the cold shoulder the whole time. I already told y'all that. But anyway, I don't see anything wrong with them going on the trip. But I do see where she should be cautious, because as we can see, once they got to Destin, Martell had his hopes up. Like, he really thought that this was going to be that first step to them possibly getting back together. And my thing is, in his head, he really thinks that he didn't do anything. Like, do you really understand why y'all are not married anymore? I think Martell is just in love with the image of being with Mel and the benefits that come with being with her. Like, he's not doing all this stuff with his side chick and with Sheree. He's not with his kids. So, and Melody was the one organizing all this stuff. He tried to make it seem like he was the one putting the Destin trip together every year, and he wasn't. It was her. Y'all, Martell really get on my damn nerves, and I just don't get it. But moving on, in the next scene, Demi, Destiny's cousin, and Destiny have a meeting discussing Demure, a makeup line that Demi has that I guess they're collaborating on. And Destiny said she should have a party and have all the ladies over to try all the products on. And Demi talks about doing Mel's makeup for her wedding and doing makeup for Tiffany at some point, and how she went to school with Martell as well. Blah, blah, blah. Look at me. I know the Holtz too. I know everybody. I'm in the mix. But why did you have to say that on camera? Did you just want to say on camera how you know everybody? Because if you and Destiny are cousins, right, and y'all are close because she's letting you do stuff at her store and y'all doing business together, you didn't have to tell her that you went to school with Martell, because that means you would have went to school with Destiny too, right? I just didn't get that whole scene. It was giving, hey everybody, I'm relevant. Girl, bye. Okay, moving on. So anyway, she discusses how Mel discussed people normalizing not dealing with people and how it's okay to cut folks off. And Destiny says she agrees. Destiny talks about Mel coming to her shoot, but she will never forget what happened with Mel and how they can just be amicable right now. Like, it's just gonna be kosher when they're around each other. And Destiny feels like the way Mel handled their fallout lets her know she can't handle opposition and friendships. And for her to basically make the decision she made, considering how close they were, makes her not want to move forward. First of all, it doesn't matter if you want to move forward. Mel don't want to be your fucking friend, period. And my thing is, for you to even have some type of attitude over that, Destiny the type of friend that I don't fuck with. You do all this shit to push my buttons and to test our friendship, right? And I'm supposed to just roll over and take all your bullshit and still be your friend. Negative, I'm done with you. How about I don't want to be around a snake ass bitch? How about that? I don't have to be your friend. And yes, do people go through things in relationships? Absolutely. But backstabbing? Oh no. That is unforgivable. We are not doing that. Because my thing is, in opposition, we're going to use your word. If you are over here talking about me to other people, and we've had intimate conversations and things that I've shared with you that I done told you, because Melody seems like a private person and she don't tell nobody her business. And I've opened up and shared my whole self with you, and you go and share that with somebody else, and you over here talking about me, I can't trust you. And trust is the foundation of any relationship. So no, I can't get over a lack of trust. No. This ain't no, oh, you took the last piece of chicken and I'm mad at you because I was really hungry. No. Or you didn't show up to my birthday party and I'm mad. No. These are things as friends that happen. Or you planned an event and you didn't invite me. I don't like it. Or you know, some other little petty bullshit that friends get mad over, right? But not something where I don't trust you. You are doing things that I don't trust you. Okay? So no, you over here talking about I don't like the way she handled the opposition. Well, guess what? Stop being out here being the ops. Okay? Stop being the ops. And stop being out here being treacherous to your friends and testing them in that way. Because then you're gonna end up not having no friends. Okay? Good friends at that. So moving on. Destiny and her opposition can taking it shoved up her ass. How about that? Okay. So then Demi says she feels like there's a small part of Destiny that still wants to be friends, but she basically wishes her and Mel well, and she hopes that everything will be okay so they both can move forward like the boss bitches that they are, and that's that. Basically, Demi ain't going to try to cut off her friendship with Mel because she knows that that's money making Mel, and Mel got these connections. So she's not trying to say nothing on this show that's going to look like she's totally on Destiny's side because she still want to work with Mel. She's like, okay, well, you can ostracize yourself from her from all the bullshit that you're doing, but I'm not going to sit up here and act like I agree with all this shit that you're doing. And I ain't gonna block my blessings. Okay, you can do that, but not me. Okay, cousin. All right, now you go on now. You hear? That's what Demi was doing. I saw right through all her shit. She like, you want to be angry and do little shit. That's what's keeping you broke. I'm gonna keep making money and I'm gonna keep my connections going. Cause she brought up the fact that with the ladies coming and doing the makeup stuff, she's like, you guys all have connections that could really, help this work out or whatever. She ain't gonna bite the hand that could possibly help feed her. And she's smart. Move on. Mel and the kids are packing for Destin. She chats with her mom while the Miss Van is packing up snacks for the kids. And Mel says she confirms that Martell and his mom are actually indeed coming. And Miss Van don't look excited. And she says she hasn't spoken with Martell's mom since the divorce. And Mel says she talked to his mom about being out of order, about her saying that she was lazy or whatever. She didn't appreciate Miss Marlene trying to make it seem like Mel just laying around the house and she just had Martell doing all this stuff. And Miss Van says, yeah, I don't agree with her saying that either. And that kind of irritated me. So maybe her and I can have a conversation when they arrive so we can kind of clear the air, because we all used to be so close as a family, and we would all at least talk. So I just want to make sure that we continue the progress and I have a conversation with her. So then Van asks if the kids know that Miss Marlene and Martell were coming, and Mel says yes. And then Miss Van asks if Mel is going to have a convo about anything with Martell, that she needs to clear the air with him about. And Martell was like, well, I'm not about to have no serious conversations with Martell on this trip. I don't want to be pushing him backwards into his narcissism and negativity. I just want to move forward in the situation in positivity. I don't really care that much about him to be rehashing no conversations and bringing up no negative energy. I just want to go and have a good time, let the kids, be kids. We have a good time and move on. And I agree with her. I'm not about to rehash nothing with him, because having conversations with him about his behavior shows that you care about stuff that he's saying and the stuff that he's doing. At this point, let's just move on. Okay? Y'all just got to go ahead and move on and be at peace with the bullshit, because it's going to happen again. So it's like, why am I going to drum it up and soil the trip for everybody? Let's just have fun and move on. So moving on, in this next scene, Miss Marlene and Martell are seen packing for Destin, and they're excited. And Martell is nervous because he doesn't know what to expect, and he's hoping for the best with the trip. So Miss Marlene says it's about the kids, and Martell says it's about me and Mel too, because we've been through a lot and we are in a better space. I'm like, no, it's not really about y'all. It's definitely about the children. I see this going left. I see you already thinking left. Think left. You're thinking left. Go to the right. Go to the light, because nobody wants you. Okay. Nobody wants you. Okay. So Martell says that he brings up the fact that the guys were worried about the trip, saying that this could give the kids false hope. And they gave examples of how when their parents used to go on dates or whatever, and they used to do all this stuff, it would give them hope that their parents were going to get back together, but they never did. And, it just makes the kids get their hopes up. And Martell was like, no, he doesn't think that is what they're doing is going to do that. But he in turn says, I hope that they do always keep hope alive, because we never know what the future may tell and bring. And we may, end up getting back together years down the line. You never know. I'm actually hopeful for that. And I want the kids to hold out hope. First of all, Martell, you are out of your rap ass mind. Why are you? And I see that he probably at home when the kids are with him, pumping them up. It's just like, I don't get him. You do all of this stuff to stab this woman in the back, and you think that she's supposed to just keep on taking and taking and taking your bullshit. It's crazy to me. You are absolutely insane. Why do you think that this woman deserves to keep on taking your bullshit? You think you deserve to be with her after all the stuff that you've done. What you have done is unforgivable. Not only did you cheat on her, then you go on this whole national press tour of embarrassing her. You're on TV talking about how this other woman is satisfying you and whatnot. Just embarrassing the hell out of your children's mother. It's crazy to me that you would even think that in the future, this lady would even want to be with you at all. You would have to almost be somebody else, literally, for her to want to be with you in any capacity. It will be somebody else. I'm just going to tell you that right now. She will not be with you. Absolutely not. I don't see this turning into y'all getting back together ever. All right. Mel is just biding the time till them children turn 18 and over, so that she don't even have to consult with your ass no more about anything, because they're going to be grown and she'll be living her best life. And that's on period. Moving on, like she already is, by the way. So moving on, Miss Marlene says, well, I don't see why y'all wouldn't be able to patch things up, because you always been a good man, and you ain't done nothing to her. So what, Miss Marlene? He hasn't done anything to her. You know what? You and your drunk ass, get off the camera, because your mama is delusional. I'm so sick of Miss Marlene trying to pump her son, her bum ass son up like he really is somebody. What the hell? What are you talking about? He ain't done nothing. Child. Miss Marlene is smoking some serious blunts. Like, I don't know what is being rolled up in her blunts, but she's losing her mind. So I went to Miss B's comment too fast because I was so pressed to see it. But let me just start from the top. Simply Beautiful says, Destiny also forgets the things she does to people. Absolutely. She trifling. She thinks she can do whatever she wants to people, and they supposed to just be okay with it. Linda Gamble says, what's up, Linda Gamble? Linda Gamble says, Destiny tells too many lies. She absolutely does. And she's delusional. The delusions of grandeur are high on this show. Linda Gamble says, Destiny and Martell have been intimate, allegedly. Well, you know what? I don't really give a damn if they done had sex at this point. I mean, listen, Mel don't want him. He want Mel, but she don't want him back. Like, he can go have a rump session with whoever he wants at this point. And that would even further prove why Mel don't want to be friends with Destiny. She just can't trust her. Destiny's already proven that she can't be trusted, going back and forth telling people's business. I mean, I wouldn't want to be around her at all. I wouldn't trust her as far as I can throw her. And apparently Mel don't. Ms. B says, these are not friendships being mended. This is mending things so they can film together. Exactly. Period. Okay. My sister said a mouthful. That's what it is. She's not trying to be around her because she wants to be her friend again. It's okay. Now we're cool to film together. We're not going to be arguing and being stank. Okay. Melody knows these are not her people. They're castmates. Period. And the minute that they all the rest of them realize that, maybe this show can get better. Simply Beautiful says, yep, he enjoys the perks of being with Mel. Of course he does. Being photoed and being at these nice, fancy, ritzy events, and y'all looking all cute and attractive together. Y'all got 4 beautiful children. Y'all had businesses. You should have thought about all these things before you ruined it. That's what these men don't realize. You think the grass is greener on the other side, and you get with this other bitch that ain't worth shit. Y'all go through something. She not going to have your back. Not going to be there to help you pick yourself back up. Not going to help you acquire anything. Okay? You just out here looking dumb. With her. With a wet dick. That's all you getting out of these bitches. That's it. A good nut. But that's not going to help you in all the other aspects of your life. Miss B says, I thought I imagined that. Mel was not checking for Tiffany's messy self. She had her body turned from her and her foolishness, period. Because she was not checking for her at all. You ain't imagined that. You seen it. Destiny is a liar talking about Mel popped up. Girl, you begged her to come. Absolutely. Ain't nobody. How would Mel know where a Destiny photo shoot is? Girl, that's the biggest lie you ever told. Simply Beautiful says Martell was selfish as hell. Absolutely. Definitely selfish. And he's full of shit. Thinking that there's any remote possibility that they will ever be back together. I mean, the dilute, like, I don't know where his mind goes when he gets into these spaces. All the things that you've done, and you can't even conjure up in your head that those things are going to lead back to the roads of being with Mel. No. Toya Johnson says, I'm waiting on the day when Mel meets her prince. He will eat dirt. Child, listen. Martell ain't going to know what to do with himself. Okay? He is going to lose his mind. We might have to put him in the jacket that makes the cross. It's not going, Nope. It ain't going to work. He going to be in the jacket that makes the X. He really is. He going to go crazy. Because he's going to, all this stuff, him being out here with all these broads, but he's not going to be able to take it when Mel finds somebody that's just as elite as her and marries them and moves on with her life. And not to say that she has to be with a man for her to have the full package of, being the great person that she is. He's already jealous and hating because he can't enjoy it. But he's going to be even more livid and pissed when somebody else is living that life with her. But by the way, also them providing something for her. Because Mel ain't going to marry or be with some man that's just like riding her coattails. She's going to be with somebody that is equally yoked with her. And they're going to be that power couple that y'all thought her and Martell were for real. Okay? And that's that on that. Simply Beautiful says, how selfish can you be wanting your children to hold out hope that Mel will take him back? Shaking my damn head. What a POS. Right. And why are you mind fucking your children like that? Like that's mental abuse right there. Putting that stuff in your children's head. It's sad. Well, excuse me, y'all. Wanda Marshall says Martell's mom is drunk. She always damn drunk all the damn time. Wanda Marshall says, hey Shay, what's up, Wanda? Y'all, I love Wanda. We be pairing and sharing videos together. She be sending me some good stuff. I love it. Thank you for watching, Wanda. Good to see you on here. I know it's late. Y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this late. I usually try to do my Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews early, but I was hanging out for my sister's birthday yesterday, and we went to True Luxe restaurant. I'm going to put a review on my channel. Very good food, by the way. But moving on. Kimmy and Maurice are driving home after her first chemo session, and he asked how was her first session and if it was as bad as she thought. She says, well, it was okay. I don't know if I was expecting anything per se, but, I have 16 treatments, surgery, then radiation, and then a celebration. So I'm just taking it all in as it goes along. And she says she's trying not to look at this as a negative thing, but just basically, I think everybody has that moment of why me? Why is this happening to me? She even had tests run to show that it's not genetic. It's not something that's happened because of genetics. It's been passed down. It's not, but the good thing is it's not spreading. Okay. And, she's just looking towards this in a positive manner. And she's giving all of the medical history and jargon behind it. And Maurice is like not understanding any of the stuff that she's saying. He's a natural fixer. I can see, like, he's just trying to get to the point of, okay, what can we do to fix this? Like, what are we going to do that's going to show, okay, you're better and we can move on. Okay. And he says he wants to make sure he understands that, they understand the reality of the situation and how they can remain positive. So he says waiting on results seem like forever, but he's glad they are starting on the road to fixing things. Okay. And I love how Maurice is supporting her and being there for her, because she's going to need all of that. And it's a lot being a caretaker for a person that is going through cancer. It really, really is. Like, sometimes you almost have to be there to support the person that's going through it as much as you have to support the person that's taking care of the person that's going through it just as much, because they're seeing the ups and downs of all of this. And, we never know what the outcome could be. We all want to pray that the outcome is going to be positive, but unfortunately for some people, the positive doesn't ever happen, and then they have to deal with so many other things. Okay. And it's just really sad. It's really sad. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Wanda. Thank you so much for your super sticker. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, Miss Wanda is amazing. Okay. I love her. Y'all, so moving on, we get into Mel and the kids driving to Destin. Okay. Where we at? Y'all, was thrown off by that super sticker. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself right now. But Mel and the kids are driving to Destin, and she asks them about their favorite memories, and they ask about Martell and his the middle child. What's her name? Boss Baby, I think that's her name. That's what they call her. She says her favorite memory is Martell and his flower shorts and them all eating together. Mel says her memory was them building safe castles together. Because Mel was like, listen, we ain't about to talk about none of the memories with your damn daddy. Let's talk about stuff as a family, not just him specifically. And I just think that Mel is really trying to get into their head and get them comfortable with the idea that, listen, me and your daddy ain't getting back together. Okay. We are not getting back together. I don't want y'all to talk about all these memories with him. It's not going to happen, kids. I just don't want y'all to get your hopes up, because it's just not going to happen. Okay. And I get it, but kids, they're kids, and all they know is mommy and daddy being together. So of course the memories are going to come out of that. Mel is the one that divorced them. They can't divorce their father. Divorce Martell. They can't divorce their father. And they are in love with the idea of their parents being together, whether she explains it to them thoroughly or not. They're kids. Okay. So moving on, she says that she wants to create more positive memories with them together. And I appreciate that. And, here's the opportunity to create memories where they understand that their parents are not together, but they understand that their parents are together in the aspect of being a unified front to raise them in a positive manner. And I get that. Kimmy and Maurice finally arrive home in the next scene, and her family is there. So we get to see Kimmy's family, her dad, her mom, her sister's daughter, which is her niece, is there, and Jalen, her son, are there. So apparently this trip that her family being there, it was pre-planned like a while ago. It wasn't because of Kimmy's current diagnosis. They were coming anyway, but just so happened the trip of them coming ends up being around the time that now she has this newfound information about her health. And it's like now the trip has turned into them coming to support her and to take care of her. Okay. And Kimmy gets sad because it's supposed to be her mom is moving to her parents are moving to Huntsville, but they were supposed to just be moving there because she's supposed to be taking care of her mom. But it turns out now her mom is going to be helping to take care of her. And that's not what she wanted. Okay. So then her sister asked, how many people has she told about what's going on? And then Maurice says, well, she hasn't told many people because reliving the conversation is really hard. So he's kind of taken over that front of explaining to everybody what's going on and talking about it. And then her sister, then Kimmy says her mind was always in the sunken place about this whole situation. And I can see that. Like it's always go. I can see where someone would probably be at the why did this happen to me situation? What could I have done and could have done to prevent this? I think it's hard. It's really, really hard for people to come to that conclusion. Like, okay, I got to go through this. It's never easy to get any type of diagnosis such as this. It really isn't. It can be scary. And she's going through all of those emotions right now. So she said that, despite the fact that they haven't even told the Holtz, they haven't told any of their other friends that they're in their inner circle, like within the comeback group, just all of the, immediate family members and whatnot. And she talks about waiting on her PET scan, and that's what makes her feel more comfortable about actually having the conversation and telling everyone else, because now she has information to share. Then she says, however, the outpouring of love and friendship from everyone has been helpful, even though it was overwhelming at first. And then Kimmy says chemo is underway and she feels she's going to beat it and she appreciates her village. And then she says, now feed me, everybody, feed me. So I love how Kimmy always turns this moment. It's like she still tries to remain jovial in the whole situation. And listen, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. But I appreciate everybody kind of surrounding her with love, because she's really, really going to need that positive energy throughout all of this. Wanda Marshall says they want their parents back together. I do think that. I think the kids definitely want Mel and Martell to get back together, and they're delusional if they don't think that. Those kids love their parents. Me being at my big grown age, my parents have been together for 38 years and married for 38 years rather. And they've been together longer than that. And there was a time when my parents discussed divorce and I was grown and I was sad. I'm like, wait a minute. I know y'all lying. You are not getting a divorce. Y'all done been through all of this. Y'all need to stick it out. And I was sad. I think I'm 37 now. I think at the time I was in my early 30s where they were talking about getting a divorce, and I was still sad. So it affects kids, the children, regardless. Okay. It's always going to affect them. And to think that for Mel to think that they're so intelligent and so with it that they would get it is a bit ridiculous. The kids they're kids and they have emotions too. So getting back into from the next scene, Mel and the kids, we actually get back into Mel and the kids. Mel and the kids arrive and they check out the house. The kids absolutely love it. Martell and his mom arrive. The kids are happy to see them. And Martell greets Mel with her favorite snack, but it's not really her favorite snack. So it's, y'all know those that's, I can tell that box anywhere because I love that snack too. It's the, it's like buttered popcorn with a nut in it or something, but he gave her the caramel one. It's like toffee popcorn or whatever. So she likes the buttery toffee one. He got her the caramel toffee one as a snack. I guess it's like a gesture, if you will. So she says, thank you, but I like the buttery one, not this one, but thanks. It's the thought that counts. So Mel gives them the schedule and what they're going to be doing. And she talks about the chef flying in to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner for them. And but the chef won't be there until the next day. So tonight they're going to fend for themselves and have pizza and wings. Okay. Because she didn't know when everybody was going to be getting in. So she didn't think it would be, realistic for the chef to start tonight. So she says her mom is flying in tomorrow. And so Mel finally gets the food. She goes over and looks at the food and she's upset that she ordered a pepperoni and sausage pizza where the pepperoni and sausage was supposed to be on it together. And she ordered lemon pepper wings, but they sent plain wings. And so she's having a conversation with Martell, like, I ordered you your pizza that you like. You got me my popcorn. I tried to get you your pizza and they ain't had no lemon pepper wings and they sent plain wings. So sorry about that. That's just, what it is. So I loved kind of like the banter back and forth with them, but Martell took it as like, oh, she loves me. She wants me. She ordered my pizza and my wings. So she loved me. No, we were married and I know what you like to eat and you need to eat. So I'm going to get you some food that you like. Just because we not married doesn't mean that I'm going to order you some bullshit because I don't like your ass. Like, what? Why is that all of a sudden now I need to get a ring for her because we're gonna be back together because she thought about me with the pizza and the wings. Girl, boy, get the hell on, okay? So moving on, one of the girls notices that Mel and Martell were both wearing white and she feels like that represents cohesiveness. And I'm like, white shirts are pretty, universal. Okay, this ain't a family photo, kids. All right. Mm-hmm. Not a family photo, but it was nevertheless cute. Simply Beautiful says, I don't think Mariah does. She's the one that Mel has had the tough conversation with. She knows daddy hurt her mom. Yeah. And Mariah is the oldest. So she pretty much sees the forest for the trees. I think she was sad in the beginning. But I think Tank is probably the one still struggling with it. Boss Baby probably don't give a damn either way because she seemed like she be living her best life, and Sugar Mama don't know no different. I think it's just their son that probably struggles with it the most, in my opinion. Wanda Marshall says, I feel so sorry for Kimmy. Yeah, it's just really, it's sad. Like, cancer is a bitch that knocks on people's door and you have to answer it and you hate it. You hate it and you don't know what she about to bring. It's crazy to me. And I don't know why I don't know the rhyme or reason as to who it decides to attack. But, all in all, it warms my heart to see that she has a village behind her, and she's really going to need that at this point. Simply Beautiful says, Crunchy Munch. Yes, that's it. I was over here. You must have known I was over here wrecking my brain on it. I was like, damn it, I know the name of this snack because I eat it. I don't have none right now, but I was like, do I got some in the pantry I can go get? I love Crunchy Munch. Love it. Okay. But thank you for telling me. I'm going to go get me some more. Miss B says, I love my mother, but she done come in here talking during your review. Can I say hush to my mama, y'all? Don't be telling mama to hush, Miss B. Listen, she can join us too. Wanda Marshall says, Crunch and Munch. Yes, y'all must have known. I was like over here wrecking my brain over what the name of that snack was. But thank y'all for telling me because I was over here tripping. So in the next scene, Mel and Martell walk upstairs. Mel walks upstairs with Martell to discuss room arrangements. And he says, okay, Mel, I'm not sleeping with you. First of all, you would love to be in Mel's bed. Let's make that very clear. You would love to be up in her bed in between her legs. Stop it. Okay? And Mel had this look on her face like, I know you fucking lying. You know goddamn well you will not be in my bed, sir. Okay, not now and not ever. Okay? So then Mel shows Martell his room. And he's complaining, saying that he's not on the same level as the kids. And Mel basically is like, listen, stop complaining and just enjoy the fact that your ass is even in here in the house. Hello? Okay, you in the house with the kids. Let's just go from there. All right? Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Okay? So then they sit down and talk, and Mel says she's glad they came, and it's the first time in years that they're on a trip together. And she wants it to stay positive and everyone keep good energy so the kids can have good memories. And Martell says he's going to keep it positive. He ain't going to do nothing to mess things up. And he leaves out the room and starts flirting with Melody, being playful, talking about, yeah, Melody, you sure you don't want me in here or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, boy, get out. And so she says, yeah, no, you will not be in my room. And so she locks him out of her room and locks the door. So Martell sits down with his mother and talks about him and Mel and how he was reminiscing over old photos and how the kids want to see them together. And he says they understand mommy and daddy are apart, but he doesn't want to hurt the kids. Marlene says she likes seeing them together. And Martell says in his confessional, he wants the kids to remain hopeful because he is. Child. Don't be feeding these kids a bunch of bullshit, because that's exactly what you're doing if you helping them to hold out hope. That's just ridiculous to me, and it's unnecessary. Let the kids move on and heal. And it sounds like that's what Martell needs to do. He needs to move on and heal. But it's like, if you really want to, let me just stop right here, because here's my thing. Martell, let's go with your delusions of grandeur, right? That's my girl Wanda says he is delusional. Right on time. Delusions of grandeur. If, in fact, you really, really wanted to be with Mel, right? You are not showing that you want to be with her. If you really want to be with her, you wouldn't be messing with no other chicks. You would be going to therapy. You would be trying to do every single thing possible to clean your life up so that this woman can see any ounce of change and try to move forward with you. You're not doing any of that. You would have to be showing her loyalty without being in a relationship with her, because she would need to see that, wow, we're not even together, but he not fucking around. Maybe he can actually be faithful because we're not together and he's being faithful. Maybe he can be faithful in a relationship, but it would probably take you at least, you would have to be faithful for all of the 7 years that you was cheating. So you would have to almost be celibate for 7 years so she can get her 7 years of time back that you was fooling around. Okay? That'd probably be the only way she would even think about being with you. But you can't do that. You still running around bullshitting around. And not to say that you being celibate and faithful to male in your mindset for 7 years is realistic. It's not, because that's not what you want to do. So stop acting like you want to be with her, because you didn't do what it took to be with her when you was with her, and you damn sure not going to do what it takes to be with her now that y'all not together to get back with her. So stop. You're wasting everybody's time. So don't waste the children's time giving them false hope that you're going to change and that you're going to somehow be this knight in shining armor to get your family back together. No, let them enjoy the new normal of mommy and daddy not being together. They have got to get used to this new reality, which is a harsh reality for you, but you got to deal with it because you created it. Period. Okay? So the kids talk about Mel and Martell getting along and how they like seeing them together. And Mel reiterates, okay, we are not getting back together, but we're just all getting along so we can have some family fun, and that's it. Okay. So she continues to let the children know, listen, mommy ain't trying to get your damn hopes up now. Okay. Y'all don't be running around here scheming, because it ain't happening. All right. And that was the end of the episode. I think, honestly, overall, I think it's a good thing that they went on this trip. I think that the kids are used to certain things. And I think it's good for Sugar Mama to experience that, even though she's probably not going to remember it. But she didn't get to have those experiences like the other 3 children did. They got to see their mom and dad doing things or whatever. And they can show them healthy relationships as far as not mom and dad loving each other, but healthy parenthood. Because the kids are going to grow up and copy what they see, right? So if they see healthy relationships with their parents, then they can create those atmospheres for their own children. And they can make sure now Mel and Martell have the opportunity to create better memories versus the toxic memories that they've seen more recent in their relationship. Okay. And even Mel talked about that. She was like, the kids have seen us arguing so much, but towards the end of the divorce, they've seen so much. So now she's basically trying to jump over the negativity and bring more positivity to try to sort of erase some of the negativity that they've seen. Miss B says, was yelling at the screen, Martell, don't nobody want you or your tight clothes, but coleslaw on them. Child. Coleslaw over there trying to hawk her damn clothes. She need to make him an outfit while she over there selling damn clothes. Shit. Child. Martell lost his damn mind. Don't nobody want him. Period. Okay? Simply Beautiful. I don't think Shay even won his ass. I think that's all fake. Simply Beautiful says, I appreciate Mel in that moment. She's being honest with her kids. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to be honest with the kids because you don't want them to be thinking something is going on. That's absolutely not. Okay. And you just don't want to give the kids false hope of anything. And you want them to continue to have a healthy mindset towards this whole situation. And by the way, the kids see their little brother. They not stupid. Where'd he come from? Because he wasn't in mommy's belly. So they know that this whole situation is really messed up and messy. And they probably see how all this stuff has affected their mother. So on one hand, they probably don't expect their mother to want to be with their father after all those things. And as they get older, they're going to understand the turmoil that their father has ultimately caused their mother and be even more respectful of her decision. Simply Beautiful says, Chain Smoker Marlene got on my nerves, child. smoking and drinking. That's all she fucking do. All throughout. And it's seen all over her face and her actions, child. Wanda Marshall says, I heard that Tiffany is pregnant. I don't know if that's true or not. Ooh. Lord no, she don't need no damn baby, child. Child. Tiffany and Lewis are the boring people of the Huntsville show. I don't even know why they still on here, but the word on the street is they getting replaced. And other people are saying that the show may be getting canceled because it's not getting the viewership that it was getting before. But I don't agree. I don't believe that. I think that the show needs to continue to take a shift in a positive way. Keep Wanda ass off the screen if she gonna be acting a damn fool, and have Martell act like he got some sense. Get rid of Destiny, okay? And unless Tiffany and Lewis gonna really bring it, hell, get rid of their ass too, because they ain't bringing shit. Simply Beautiful says, did you hear when she said no one came between Mel and Martell and no one ever will? Alex, who is Coleslaw? Oh, yeah. Remember earlier, Simply Beautiful, I was talking about that. I actually talked about it sooner than I should have. She said, yeah, when Miss Marlene said that, I was like, are you crazy? Nobody came between them. Martell came between them because he kept getting between other women's legs. Okay? That's what came between them. Him not being able to keep his dick in between her buns and want to put his hot dog in everybody else's brand of bread. Okay? That's what came between them. Your son is a hoe. Period. I can't even believe that she set her chapped, smoked out, black and mild lips to say that. Can't believe it. His mother is just as crazy as a June bug. I don't get it. I don't get it. And Coleslaw is Ariana Curry, the chick that he was cheating with. That's who Coleslaw is. Simply Beautiful. Simply Beautiful. I know you were saying who is Coleslaw, meaning that's the person that got between them. Got you. Simply Beautiful says yesterday's episode was a shift it needed. Definitely. I can see the show going back into the direction that it was in when it first came on. So I can appreciate that. I don't want to see no more of this messy love and hip hop ish bullshit that they got going on, because that's not entertaining. If I want to watch that, I'll go to VH1. I'm on the OWN network for a reason, because I want to watch a certain type of show. I don't want to see that bullshit. Wanda Marshall says that will be the new storyline. Yeah. The new storyline will be them trying to work it out, the parenting and whatnot. And then next season, they'll show all the craziness of them talking trash about each other on social media and all this, that, and the third, which I feel like they need to have some censorship on social media. Like, I was just talking to, who was I having that conversation with? Nola Reeds. When Nola Reeds was on here doing the review with me, we were talking about how they do so much on social media. And like when they're doing all this stuff on social media, it's like we don't really have a chance to really miss them, because it's like the show never ends. This is the song that doesn't end. Like, we're constantly seeing them in motion. And it's like we need to be able to miss them a little bit. Like, we need to be on hiatus, like waiting for more of the action to happen and wondering what's going on in their lives. Like, when they're doing all of this stuff and playing it out on social media, it doesn't really help us to want to see the show, which we still want to see the show, but it doesn't make us like anticipate it, if you will. Simply Beautiful says Mel is better than me, because I definitely would have told Marlene this is what lazy gets you, so enjoy this vacation. And on that's on period. Okay, that's on period. We have a private chef coming here, and I paid for your broke asses to be here. By the way, your son ain't paid for none of this shit here, and I know you know that because he living up in your house. Okay, so don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't call me lazy, because you lost your motherfucking mind. And if anything, you probably want to ask me for $5 right now, don't you? Don't you? You need some money to get your cigs and to get you some more drink, because I know you over here itching to drink and smoke. You want me to buy you some? Because I know your son ain't got no money to go get it from for you. How about that? That's what I would have said to her, because you tried my entire existence by calling me lazy, you bum ass bitch. Miss Marlene is a bum to me. I'm sorry. Wanda Marshall says Martell told a whole lot of lies in that upscale magazine. He was in, somebody even put him in a magazine. I gotta read this article. Wanda, I know you got the tea. Go on, send it to me, sis. What the hell was he talking about in that magazine? Do I need to go look at this? Because he tried it. Simply Beautiful says Wanda Marshall, he sure the hell did. Girl, y'all, I gotta read this magazine article. Wanda, you might already sent me this stuff, maybe. But I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna go look at our stuff because I got to see this. She had on the before you walk out my legs sandals. Not before you walk out my legs, child. Oh, oh my God, I gotta see this. Y'all be cracking me up. I can't. I cannot. I can't. I'm not messing with y'all. I'm not messing with y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I ain't got nothing else for this. Thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I also wanted to thank everybody. I've had people inboxing me saying my skin is so flawless. I actually came downstairs to throw this in the recycling. This is actually Mel's face wash, y'all. This is 7th Avenue. This is an empty container. I just got a new one. But this is my second time ordering, and it lasts for a really long time. So everybody that compliments me on my skin and my videos, thank you so much. But it is 7th Avenue. Go and get y'all some. And it's not a paid promotion at all. I just like the products, okay? What we saying before we get out of here? Simply Beautiful says it wasn't even the complete article. It was like 2 questions and lies after lies. Child, I got to see this dang article. I have got to see it. Before you walk out my life sandals. Child. I liked before you walk out my legs, though. I did. But I know what you're saying before you, them Monica sandals. Them joints, ooh, they will never, ever, ever be alive. Yes, I sent it to you. You did. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go look at it right now because I got to see this. I have got to see this. But y'all, thank y'all so much. We had a good old time like we normally do. But y'all go on and like up the video and whatnot. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.